It has begun already.
Aha, the next puzzle. All right, so I do have some stuff to describe to you.
I was about to say, I wonder if they do this so that, like, we have to take turns.
Yeah, but oh, that's a good point.
Puzzle, then now you get locked in to let me over. Now you have to do that puzzle. That would be brilliant. I like that.
Okay, do you see anything in front of you? Do you see any leaves, fire, water, lightning?
Books, lots of books.
Lots of books. Okay.
They have numbers on them.
Okay, great. Because I've got numbers here too. Here's a clue. It says 2 equals, well, it's not an equal sign, dash A3.
Like A, as in
Apple.
3.
Yeah, A is in apple. See, and then I have this grid.
Sorry, sorry, I missed that. We were talking at the same time.
I also have this grid. And I can move stuff inside the grid. So I can go to A. Okay. So what it is I'm moving lightning right now. And I'm filling up. Okay. Let me describe it to you. It's a grid.
Hold. I have the same grid, but you're putting balls on, and I can actually make like this like a line of lava.
And I can remove them. All right. Oh, I see your line. I see your line. You did a line from from 8. Now you're doing from B1 to B4.
I think you were doing the same thing.
Now it says 2 should be A3.
2. What?
Okay, I have these charts that are on the wall.
Okay.
And the first chart reads 2-A3. And then there's a total of 10 of those type of scenarios.
So on the floor, I have books, and one book points. Okay, I have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 that seem like they matter. Okay, so that matches up with yours. And so each book, there's one book with an arrow pointing to another book, and each book has a different number on it.
Okay, the other thing I need to tell you about is also on the floor around the pedestal is the leaf, the fire, the water, and the lightning bolt, all with arrows drawn to each one of them.
Is there like a pattern? Like this is this?
Yeah, it goes water goes to fire, fire goes to leaf, leaf goes to lightning, lightning goes back to water. Those are stuck there. I can't change those at all.
Oh, you can't.
No. All right, I just was starting on the grid. The very first one was B1.
Okay.
Okay, and B1, I have the number 3 associated with it. Do you have a B1 associated with any number over there?
With a B1?
No, with the number, yeah, with the B1. Do you have any association or the number 3?
Yes, I have a 3. A book that has a 3 that points to a book that has a 2 on it.
Okay. Oh, well, oh my gosh, look at what you just did. Okay. It's like a maze. Okay, it's a maze. So we have to get from one spot to another spot.
Okay, hold on. So your very first thing on your chart is B1. What's the first thing on your chart?
No, the very first thing on my chart is the number 2 dash A3. Okay. It's like a maze. Okay, it's a maze. So we have to get from one spot to another spot.
I have a 3 that points to a 2. I have a 5 that points to a 1. I have a 4 that points to a 6. I have a 10 that points to a 8. And I got a 6 that points to a 7. Yeah, 6 points to a 7.
Now, my number 1, we'll just start there, says D2. What does your number 1 say?
There's a book with a 5 on it pointing to a book with a number 1 on it.
Okay. 5. Okay, and then 5, I'm just starting with the number 1 because it's number 1. I don't know if that's where we should start. So on my number 5 now says C3. Yeah, like that. So should we be making some kind of pattern? I'm going to try this. Number 1, put something in D2. There already is something in D2. Number 2, I'm going to put something in A3. Number 3 is B1.
It won't let me change the symbols. So I have all the symbols in here. And what I tried to do next was I tried to say the ones, you know, that are locked in place. I tried to go from leaf to the lightning, to the water, to the fire. But the ones, they don't match up. D2 is the number 1. A3 is the number 2. So when you draw that line, it's perfect, right?
Okay, so all the little things are in there correctly. The dots, okay, are in there correctly. Now what we need to do, I need to try to figure out the symbols that need to be on each one of those dots.
So you're saying is that A3 was green? And you know that? How do you know that was supposed to be green?
Okay, this is this is the way I'm looking at it. The symbols on the floor show fire goes into a leaf, goes into lightning, goes into water. So I was trying to take the number 1, which starts with fire. The number 2 would be leaf. The number 3 would be lightning. The number 4 would be water, and I'd go around that circle again.
Makes sense.
Okay. The only problem is when I get to the 4th number. The 4th number is E5. And E5 is also locked down as a green. I can't change it.
And record what?
Us finishing that, did you?
Neither did I. Huh. Wow. Okay.
So if we stop the game, would it just load us into this room again, or would it start us all the way at the beginning?
I'm like 99% sure that it's just going to skip that.
Yep. It's just going to have to be the way it is. I'll figure it out.
Okay, so you know what you could do? Well, you can use this recording to say, you know, how epic that one was, and that was a lot of fun. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, and just leave it up to their imagination. They got to play it.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to go ahead and take a huge screenshot of the whole board.
Okay, I actually just hit start recording now, so...
Okay, and I did as soon as I realized I wasn't recording.